Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Todd Walters, Platinum Coach with Craig Proctor Real Estate Coaching. And before we get started here, I want to apologize. Absolutely owe you an apology because I'm going to be hoarse. Like I may be sniffing and sneezing and snorting. I have got a serious cold. And I am absolutely blaming Francis and Audrey for the cold. They told me, don't get close to me. When I saw them at the first day of the conference in Anaheim. The first day I saw him, went up there. It was great seeing him. You know, I want to give him a big hug. And I'll be dadgum. Audrey says, don't get close to me. I've been sick. You know, Francis says, I've been sick, but I'm okay right now. Well, just so you'll know, guys, I got your cold. And you know what's okay? If you're going to catch a cold from somebody, it's okay catching it from Francis and Audrey. All right, so look. Some of the things I'm going to share with you today were introduced to at the Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Conference that we had recently. Okay, so I'm going to leverage some of the material and information I shared with you to discuss things necessary to get more listings in today's marketplace. Now look. You're going to learn a little bit more about the titanium program for sure over this webinar. That's okay. We can do that, and I can do that without going overboard trying to sell people on it, because there's no reason to do that. I think we're full or have room for one or two people, maybe. You know, I'm just not sure at this moment in time. Still working through some of that, but look, there's some information here and things that we're going to be working on there with those guys. That I don't want Platinum members to think that they're getting left out here, because that's absolutely the opposite. So let's take a look at a few things here. First of all, okay, now some things I want you to know about this: the combined annual incomes generated by Platinum members. It's a lot of money, $120 million. Yet every one of you need and value coaching, right? And we, Craig Proctor and I, we enjoy the coach role and have found that the Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker program to be very valuable for all participants. So Craig and I decided to make available to Platinum members, let me repeat, we're making this available to you, an elite level mastermind program. Very small, very small and exclusive, but highly energetic. Even though I've got a cold, you will see that my energy level is pretty freaking good right now, because I am pumped up about what's happening here in this program, the Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker program, and in this small mastermind as well. Now, this program is only available to Platinum members. It's personally facilitated by Craig and I, okay? And in this small group, you're going to get Craig, you're going to get me working directly on your business, as well as the input from other high-level, highly skilled, highly successful members. Now, entry in this group is limited to 25. It'll be always like that. I can't see how it makes sense to do any more. Craig and I would actually prefer it to be less, but we didn't want to squeeze out people. We can work with 25, but we're launching it with 10. So I just want to make sure that you understand it's very exclusive and it's very elite. So all applications are reviewed by me and Craig, handpicked by us. So before we get into all that, the benefits of titanium and the opportunity, let's take a look at really what's going on right now for you, all of us, in the Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Coaching Program. Now, as you know, we established this back in 2004, and we established it for the purpose of getting more listings. Did you know that? That's what it was built on. It was $25,000 cash to join and be a member of this program. We brought the premium down a little bit over the years, just for critical mass reasons and things like that. So we brought it down to $19,500, I think, is if you're making payments on it. $17,500 lump sum. So yep, I paid $25,000. Some of the original members paid $25,000 cash just to be in this program. But we did it without hesitation. Do you know why? Because look, I used to sit around and dream about what it would be like to make $1 million selling real estate. And I was convinced that the only way to get what it is I really wanted to get was to go and hang out with and learn from intimately the guy who sold more homes and made the kind of money and had the kind of business that I wanted to have. Many of you watching this webinar right now really nibble around the edges. You don't go full circle with it. I get your marketing materials. You nibble around the edges. It's kind of halfway what Craig and I would do. You halfway pay attention on calls and conferences because you're distracted by selling houses. And you know what? That's fine. Somebody has got to sell houses in your real estate business to really make money here. But look, I'm telling you, if you want to know the secret to the success you see on the screen by me, I just really buckled down and copied the one guy who was successful at it. And I measured success by netting $1 million in real estate, in business income. Again, I'm sipping on some stuff here, so you guys will have to bear with me. Netting $1 million, I remember when I hit $783,000 in net income when I first hit that number. I thought I was going to finish out close to $1 million in net that year. I remember when I first got there, started knocking down, and oh my God, it was awesome. There was tons of business. Everybody was doing great, and it just went on and prospered from there. But it was because I copied Craig. And so when he called and said, hey, we're going to roll out this program. You interested? I didn't ask what it cost. I knew it was going to be friggin' expensive. But I knew that if it was just a little bit better than what I was already getting, it was going to be a jackpot for me. So look, I don't have to sell you guys on this program because you're already in it, right? But I want you to look at these couple of these slides. If you haven't been featured in or written about or discussed or highlighted in your marketplace, we've got to figure out how to get you so. At the last conference, we highlighted several press releases. I think I threw one up on the screen this past conference of members who are getting free press in the newspaper through their press release marketing. That's how you lead to these kinds of books being written about and talked about. It starts with a press release. So if you want to position yourself as an expert, sooner or later, you're going to adopt what Craig and I teach you on PR marketing. Okay, and that's all available for you at your fingertips. Same thing when Steve Cantor wrote his book here, Best Agent Business, $1 Billion Agent Lessons Learned. Okay? And there's a quote from the book there. I remember he said, look, Todd, I need some guys that have made $1 billion. I said, well, look, dude, there's probably, 4 or 5 at this time when he was writing the book. I said, but there's probably a few that are on their way and will do it by the time the book publishes. So we stretched it a little bit, included some platinum members that were knocking on that door. And if you haven't read this book, you probably want to. If you can get past the egos bragging about how great they are in their real estate business, there's some good golden nuggets there. But even that is telling, right? Even that tells you a lot. So a lot of these successful guys are very aggressive. They're very out there. They don't hold back. They're not shy. They're risk takers. So there's some nuggets there for you in that. So some of you who are in this program, been in it for a while, and still haven't rolled out the trade-up program. You know, I talked to an agent today that said, I can't do it, Tom. My broker won't let me. He was in the Calgary area. Very successful platinum member. He's probably doing $500,000. But I know he's not going to do $2 million. It's not going to happen without that program. All right? But, you know, his broker won't let him do it. I'm like, well, you're in Calgary. Lenny Wong does it. Rick Brash does it. And I could go on with the list of members that come through this program that do it. So the bottom line is that what are your barriers? What's in front of you that's getting in the way of your success? You got to figure out a way to go around it, go under it, go over it, get through it. And I'm here to help you with that. I remember when this article came out in 2003, ranked me as number 20, a real estate sales team in United States of America. And it was a big year. We did pretty good. We would do between 400, 500 transactions. That was a lot of fun. And I was busy, no question about it. You could say I've been in the business 10 years. So it took me 10 years to get there, if you want to know the truth. And to get to that number, over 400, 500 transactions, and stay there. All right, but that's a telling number right there, 10 years. Look at the numbers of most of mine. Look at the numbers of everybody above me. All right, just look at the numbers, even down below me. How about this guy? Been in the business 38 years and 384 transactions. That's great. But if I'm in this, if I was in the real estate sales business for 38 years, I'd probably hire one of you guys to come and shoot me. That's crazy. Hopefully there's some better, bigger things going on for you. You know, been in the business 38 years. Sorry, Richard, but that's crazy, dude. So we rolled out this platinum program in 2004. It's been a monumental success, but it was all about getting listings, turning listings into come listings. Less leads, not more, but more closings. In other words, you accomplish more by doing less, right? So the big aspect here that we work on that you guys want to be focused in on every day when you wake up and you're doing your rainmaking activities is the 3 ways that you grow your business: increasing transactions, increasing the amount of money you make per transaction, and increasing the number of times people come back and buy from you. There are too many members in this program, too many in my opinion, that have been in the program long enough, and your commissions are no bigger than the average agent in your marketplace. Is to say you charge the same percentage as the agent that just got their license last week. And yet you sell more homes in less time for more money. So you know what? It's time to stretch price a little bit. So you can see I'm challenging you. Okay, so it's not fair. Some of you guys are really, really good at growing your business and getting listings, and others of you have the same capacity, many even more. So it pains me to talk to someone on the phone who can't break past $300,000 or $400,000, for example, and there's guys that are really not even as talented as them, making $2 million, $3 million. How do they do it? Well, they do understand the concept of leverage pretty daggone well. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing. Now, first of all, you guys know you get me, and Craig and I value this at about $12,000 a year. I think that's well underpriced, you know, because I can look at one of your ads, and you can make a lot more than $12,000 over the next year with just the changes that I would suggest. So that's a very conservative number. That's just looking at one of your marketing systems. Okay? No question. But I want everybody to understand is that whatever you're doing right now, I think can probably be a little bit better. So take out a sheet of paper and write down exactly what you're doing right now, where your business is coming from. The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, however many marketing systems you have that are measurable, where your business is coming from, and what can we do to squeeze more life out of it on the same dollar time spend, maybe even spend less time. And if you don't know what that is, then I probably can help you do that. And that's what I'm really good at. So zip me an email at tw@toddwalters.com and let's get to work. Okay? So the thing that we want to focus in on as we move forward from this conference is rainmaker activities. Only doing the things that will make you a quantum leap. Only doing the things that will make you a quantum leap. They're marketing, they're hiring, they're training people, setting up appointments. That's about it. Those are rainmaking activities. All right, so I can go ahead and add in here, depending on where you are in your business, cherry picking the leads and cherry picking the appointments. Cherry picking the leads and cherry picking the appointments. So we can add a 5 and a number 6 in parentheses with that list right there. But at some point, you'll make more money not doing those things and delegating to others. So my big challenge for you is, are you going to make a quantum leap in your real estate business this year over last? A quantum leap is a 50% gain, 50%. Anything less than that is incremental. So how do you avoid incremental gains? Well, look, nobody's going to say, oh, you know, that's really bad. You grew your business by 15%. Nobody's going to say that. But as your coach, I'm going to tell you, you know what? You can do better. You can double your business. Even Francois McKay with his $3 million in GCI this year, he can double his business. He can duplicate his entire sales team concept. He can. He can duplicate it right down the road in another marketplace. He could duplicate it in Atlanta, Georgia. People do it. He could do it. So anyway, these are some of the things that I talk about with you guys on the phone, over email, back and forth, one-on-one, right? But I want you to pay very close attention to what you're seeing right now. Increase the number of sales, increase size of sale, increase number of times a customer comes back and buys from you. So when you're working on your business, these are the things that you're working on. Is what you're working on, will it accomplish one of these three things? And guess what? If it doesn't, then your business is not growing. You may be improving the customer service. You may be improving the efficiency. You may be improving things like that. But you may be making other people happy in your business, things that you can't really quantify or measure. I understand that if you're working in your business. But what you're seeing on your screen right now, if you guys want to make more money, if you want a real estate business that's more profitable, these are the three things that you do. These are the three things that you work on in your real estate business. So what are you working on right now today before we started this program and after we get done? So the calls, every month I'm sending you guys a recorded call, a couple of them. And I'm trying to think what's coming out, at the end of this month. I've sent over about 4 or 5 to Ruth, and I'm not sure which one we're sending out. But anyway, in your monthly package, you're going to get a couple of CDs, DVDs that you want to listen to and watch, okay, that were recorded calls from other members that I've done over the telephone. And with the members' permission, or as long as they tell me, if they don't tell me not to, I try to make a good judgment and make it available to everyone. So in addition to the one-on-one coaching you're getting from me, we've got our live annual event schedule. We just came off the spring the spring summer millionaire agent maker conference. A few months ago, we did this event in Arlington. Took a tour of Carrie Scholl's office. That was a lot of fun. That was really good. If you missed out, I'm sorry. That was a bummer. The summer, early summer millionaire agent maker conference, like I said, we just did. The late summer workshop coming up in August. I just started sending emails on that today. Okay, that's in Toronto. There's limited space. I'm telling you, there's not like enough chairs for everyone. So if you procrastinate, there's a good chance you will not be coming. Your agents that you want to send will not be there. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, there's 120 chairs. That's it in the space, no more. So it will fill up. That's all the space we could get, for that event. So $1,295 value. And then in October, we're going to be in Orlando for the Fall Millionaire Agent Maker Conference. Okay? So those are some great live events. One of my favorite picks with Francois McKay's team there. That's probably double that size now, huh? Now, in addition to your one-on-one millionaire agent maker coaching experience and the live events, okay, every week there's something going on. Right now, I've decided to take this after conference week and do kind of an epiphany PowerPoint for you. Things that we talked about at the conference, things coming up, things that you're getting, just kind of get everybody on the page and engaged of what's happening. And share with you some really good ways and some insights that I did not do at the conference because I'm sitting here in my office here in Alpharetta, Georgia, and at my desk I have a beverage that I'm sipping on while I'm talking to you. Okay, so a Nestle Pure Life water to be just so you guys will know. I don't think that something crazy is going on over here. Oh, and I'm all alone in here, so it's nice and quiet. So the first of the month, Craig and I do a mastermind together with you, right? Second week of the month, we do a lead conversion coaching call, right, where we're training you and your team on converting leads better ways to do that. Third week of the month, this APREP mastermind webinar. If you don't know what APREP means, it means Accredited Platinum Real Estate Professional. Excuse me. So what happens is I look in my computer and I pull out a system that will help you guys expand your real estate business, make things easier. get more leads or something. And we highlight it, we talk about it, we drill down on it. Most of those are recorded and put on the coaching site for you under Platinum Webinars. And then at the end of the month, I think last month I did an interview with Nathan Clark. We got in there, looked at his business, some of the things he was doing that were working really well. As a matter of fact, Nathan sent me today 2 radio commercials. And if you don't know who Nathan Clark is, he's a fantastic guy. I don't think he has an enemy in the world. And he's got a sharp marketing mind. He understands leverage. And he's pretty much taking over New England. Okay, he's the top RE/MAX agent there for a while. Started his own independent real estate sales team. And he's off to the races like you would ever see. You watch him, study his career, see what he's done. He's a very good direct mailer. Now, the reason his radio marketing is doing so well, pay close attention to what I'm getting ready to tell you. The reason his radio marketing is doing so well is that he owned the ground game ahead of time. In people's mailboxes is his, I'll buy your home if it doesn't sell. Direct mail to expired, in FISBOs, and in print. It's everywhere. So when he went into radio marketing, it was the only thing that could have happened for him was to double or triple his business. Many of you, pay close attention. Listen, many of you right now believe that you can bypass the ground game, go directly to radio and television, and expect phenomenal results, but instead get nominal results. Now, look, I understand there's a few of you that get enough business from that and you think it's really good. But really good for me is netting $1 million, not grossing. The difference between netting $1 million and grossing $1 million for your real estate business is owning what's on the ground and in people's mailboxes. Then when you roll out the multimedia, the radio and the television, it's over. You're going to take over your marketplace for it. But you've got to own the ground game. So many people want to shortcut success. I showed you 10 years. 10 years I was doing mid 400 transactions. Right? Didn't shortcut it at all. I was copying Craig Proctor pretty freaking religiously, day in and day out, being personally coached by him. So to think you're going to shortcut the success, it's not going to happen. There's a lot of things to learn because it involves leverage. Leverage with people. You can generate all the business in the world, but if you can't convert it, if you can't get to the leads, if you can't sell the houses, you're just not going to do as well as you want to. So anyway, all the calls, all the webinars, everything's online, okay, for you guys to listen to and watch if you miss it. But I got to tell you, missing a live call is a mistake because that means that you've chosen not to work on your business. You've chosen to work in it that day, or you had something else come up, some family thing that got in the way. So let's address the family thing, the personal side, real quick. There are 2 books I want you to reference. One, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I want you to read his book and what he says about that. He's really clear on it, that the entrepreneurs, the people that he studied, the billionaires of his time, they sacrificed a lot of family to have that kind of real estate business or business. They weren't in the real estate business. Well, I guess you could say no, some of them were. They sacrificed a lot of family stuff. So yes, there will be some sacrifices made to do the big things that you want to do. You just got to pick your battles to do it. So there's a great book that will help you do that. It's written by Andy Stanley. It's called Choosing to Cheat. I want you to get that book, Choosing to Cheat by Andy Stanley. Andy Stanley is Charles Stanley's son. Charles Stanley is a big Southern Baptist preacher down here in Metro Atlanta. His son, Andy Stanley, has a non-denominational church that is extraordinary church, huge conglomerate and reach across the globe. maybe even more so than his father at this point. Grab that book. All right, now, what else is coming at you? Well, every month you get this package in the mail, and inside of it is Craig Proctor's Mastermind newsletter and my 15-page Platinum Perspectives newsletter. I've included this month 2 bonus newsletters, what I call hot sheets. Okay, hot sheets. So, in 2 very important CDs I wanted you to have here. That comes every month. So that's a $33,590 annual value. These are annual values because this is an annual program. Okay, so this $3,590 annual value are all of these newsletters, added up. Okay, the referral marketing newsletter, 40 plus ways to generate sellers copy, position marketing, and the newsletter I just mentioned to you that comes in your package. So let me ask you, today I emailed to you Platinum Position Marketing, Marketing to the Affluent Real Estate Prospect newsletter. I asked a question of the coaching group when I was in Anaheim. I was in there with some of the coaching members, and I said, hey, who do you think are the affluent? Who do you think are the mass affluent? Some dude in there said $3 million home. They own like a $3 million house or whatever. And I was like, no, dude, no. Look, pretty much anyone that owns a home or at least owns their second home would be considered part of the mass affluent. 95% of all people in this country make less than $100,000 a year, meaning 5% make more than $100,000 in money. So there's your mass affluent group. That makes up the majority of homeowners. So if you're not reading that newsletter, you're really missing out on some methods and ways and strategies to position yourself to get more listings. I want you to look at these. Most everything that we talk about and write about is designed for you to get listings. At some point in your real estate career, people will do business with you more for who you are versus what you do. So remember that. So what are you doing to establish who you are? I was known as the guy that would buy your home if it didn't sell in Metro Atlanta. That's what people knew me as. If you want your freaking house sold, you call Todd. If you want to muck around with it, you're not all that motivated, you call somebody else. That's what I was known as. That's what I was written about as. That's what I was invited to speak about. Oh, the other bonus newsletter is the OSA recruiting letter. So if you're looking for methods and ways to get more agents, you need to roll that out. But I wanted to highlight this for you to see if you're actually taking advantage of them. Now, all of you have access to this Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Success Checklist. On this checklist, I reference where everything is. Everything at your disposal on the coaching site in order by category. Okay? Everything. So if you want to know what you need to do right now for better follow-up with editorial ads, just go to your checklist. It's right there in print. It can't be any easier. Do you know why I created the checklist? I want you to remember that I broke everything down by category of business so you can easily look at the checklist, follow it down, and say, here's what I need to do. Do you know why I created it? It's so that you could work more on your business rather than in it. Because you could easily say, hey, assistant, I really want to get this Platinum referral marketing system rolled out. Here's what you do. So here's the information. Here's the video on the coaching site. Here's the materials. This is right here. Watch the video. You get it going. I've already watched the video. I want you to watch it, get this, and I want to see the newsletter in 72 hours on my desk. And let's get this thing rolling. And then you go back to doing what you need to do on the high dollar activities. That's why I created it. It's not so you could more easily do the things. It's so that the people that work for you could more easily do everything. All right. Now, this resource library that you have, there's nothing like it on the planet. I don't care what program you guys go and join. If you quit here, you go somewhere else, they do not have what we have. They don't have it. Dan Kennedy personally wrote, for example, a lot of information from us, including the shock and all package, okay? But just under this one, look at all these tabs, just under this one tab, file library, okay? Kennedy library, Todd's audio. Have you ever listened to those calls of me getting blasted by my clients on doing a poor job of getting their home sold and then turning them around to listing extensions and higher commissions? The ad generator, if I want to create ads easily that are perfect for my newspaper and other media print publications. So when I click on the file library, here's all the categories. I couldn't fit them all on one page, so I put them in 2 screens. And under each one of these links are materials. Look at your checklist. It's right there at your fingertips. So what we discovered just in the lead generation systems alone, so let's go back. If I click on this link here, Platinum Lead Generation System, check it out. Over 24 online manuals of exclusive marketing systems, over 1,000 pages that have made over, and now it's over $250 million. That's a $13,940 annual value just having access to that. It's funny. Sometimes I will have people that will call me up and say, hey, Todd, I've been in the program a few years. Look, I want to pay less money for the Platinum program and just have access to the Platinum website. And I'm like, you know what? There's nothing about that is good. Even thinking that way is detrimental to your business health. There's no shortcuts to success, dude. None. I had 2 calls like that last year from members that I suggested they find another program. They weren't serious about their business. They were casually thinking that there was a shortcut to success and proficiency. But I want to show you guys one more time. I was coached by Craig Parker one-on-one. Took me 10 years to get over 400 transactions with you guys. Now, that was back in the day when there was no freaking internet and pay-per-click and all these other things that you have. So with this new technology, I figure you can do it in half the time if you have the right guide and systems and materials and you really know what to copy. Okay? So anyway, the Platinum Lead Generation System is where you should be spending some time. Now, if you're not networking with other members, you're probably making a big mistake. And if you don't know about Craig Proctor's other program, his coaching program, award-winning program, you have access to all that. Like I can go to the resources tab, I can click on the training videos. Okay, look at the training videos. This is the Quantum Leap system. I got this system back in 1994. It was a game changer. The rest is history. So how to use the universal callback script. So some of you are like, hey, Todd, how do I get my inside sales agent I just hired going? Well, why don't you start by watching the video on the universal callback script on how to use it. All right, just point your inside sales guy in that direction. All right, so I'll leave that up there a couple minutes for you guys to look at. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't remember seeing that before. So there's 21 calls and callbacks under the resources tab. So you go to resources, click on callbacks, and then there's all the calls. One of my favorite calls is on performance guarantees. This part about statistical USPs. Remember recently I did a webinar on statistical USPs, which is something everyone must have? Yeah. So anyway, all told, if we added it all up, you guys are involved in a $55,335 annual program value. That's the value. Okay? You don't have to pay that. You're paying way less than half of that. Okay? The things that we're working on here is how to get more listings in a low inventory market. You got a taste of that at the conference. Okay? Day in, day out, week in and week out, this is what we're working on. Okay? And with the skeptical public after the housing bubble bursted, you're going to have to work harder at getting people to trust you. Dan Kennedy wrote a book recently about this. All right? And there are more and more and more real estate companies that are giving leads out to their agents. Have you noticed that? More and more real estate brokerages giving leads out. So you can't say we're giving you leads to try to get agents anymore. It's not going to work. We're going to have to improve the message in many marketplaces. Okay? So that's what you're going to be seeing. We're going to be working on quite heavily here. Okay? It's the same thing we've been working on for 10 years. It just looks a little bit different now. Okay? Bottom line is if you can copy, you can succeed. Okay? Now, everybody's in this program. Okay? And we invited you to be in it. You joined. Congratulations. all right, you're off to the races. All right. Now, Titanium is our highest level coaching program available exclusively for Platinum members. It's not for every Platinum member. It's for a small group of people. Personally facilitated by us. It's small. It's intimate. You get Craig and I working directly on your business as well as the input of other very highly successful members. And it's very small. It's limited. The Platinum program will continue to grow a little bit. It's not going to ever be a big, giant program for sure. But it's going to grow a little bit. That's okay. Because I was talking to Francois McKay today, and we both agreed that, yes, new membership is good because they bring really good ideas. At the next event in October, coming up at the next conference in October, the people that you saw today, saw on stage, there will be other faces that are doing really cool, exciting stuff in their business. And I'm excited to have them share with you. Okay? So in addition to everything you receive as a Platinum program member, Titanium members also get TW for a Day Ultimate Mastermind, private Titanium mastermind sessions at each Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Conference, the monthly bonus business building Titanium package that goes out every month, the Listing Getter infomercial, the affiliate success website for each one of your real estate agents on your team, and you're going to write a book with Craig and I, and you get the special Titanium resource library on the coaching site. Okay, so what does all this mean? Well, many of you have heard tell of the TW for a Day Ultimate Mastermind, where I awarded a contest winner, me, where I got on a plane, went up to their office, spent a couple of days with them, and changed the way that they do things, helped them take their business, add $200, $300, $1 million in many cases within a very short period of time to their business as a result of me being there. Now, I'm not bragging. It's just statistical facts. And it was not hard for me because the people were already doing well. So when you squeeze out a little bit more out of what they're doing, oh, my God, your business just it takes off. So for Titanium members, if you choose to be a part of Titanium, and I'm not sure there's any room available, so I have to be real careful here. You can bring you and a key man along with the materials that I'm going to lay out for you to bring. You're going to spend 1.5 days with me in Atlanta. And this will be done in very small groups, not to exceed five members. Francois McKay had something to say about that. Right? There's his words right there on the screen. Right? I went from 9 agents to 27. From 1.2 million to 2.8 million. And I like how he puts an S on millions. That's great. So I appreciate the kind of words, Francois. It was a lot of fun. Nathan Clark, same thing in his office. He doubled his business. That's a quantum leap. It's a 100% increase. Right? He's over $1 million now. Rosangela and Tim. I remember when I first met them, they were doing pretty well, just under $200,000 in income. Husband and wife team, now consistently 7-figure income agents. Okay, so the day starts here with me, taking each member, specialized material that you bring along, going through it piece by piece, plussing it as we go, showing you how to squeeze more business from it. So each member is going to benefit from watching each of the other members' business building materials transform into better working systems. So not only will your stuff get better, you'll be adding other awesome business building systems already plussed to your business. So the checklist of materials to bring is customized to each member. Okay? So me and you on the phone are going to determine exactly what you're going to bring to Atlanta for this TW for a day event, which is actually TW for 2 days. And we're going to do that based on the goals and needs that you have. So most likely, it won't be limited to marketing materials. Now, after the first session of plussing each member's business building materials, we're going to log on to your contact management system. And we're going to look at your tracking systems and activity plans, and we'll show you how to make it all better. I don't care if you're using Infusionsoft. I don't care if you're using Top Producer or Agent Office or Wise Agent, whatever. None of this stuff matters to me. It's all about selling houses. I see some of you getting so caught up in trying to improve your efficiency and productivity, but it makes nominal results. Remember, there's a GE spot in all of your business activities, a good enough spot to where it's good for your clients and it's good for your business. And to go over that makes no sense and affects your business growth acumen because you're no longer working on your business efficiently. Okay? So the rule is that if you can't measure it, you don't do it. And the better your systems are, the less labor you're going to need to run your business. So you're going to walk away as a Titanium Mastermind member. You're going to walk away knowing how to better invest your marketing dollars and how to increase the productivity for your sales team. And at the end, that's just day one at the TW for a Day events. At the end of the day, we're going to go have a nice meal, chew on some steak, and discuss all that we've accomplished. And then we're going to dream big, hairy, audacious goals. So I want to ask you right now, what's your B hack? What is your big, hairy, audacious goal for your business, for your life? So if you haven't read Jim Collins' book, Good to Great, you probably want to do that, as well as his book called Built to Last. All right? In it, he talks about your B hacks. It's a commonality among very successful entrepreneurs. They know how to B hack. So on day two, that's what we're talking about. How to effectively expand your business and your profits and duplicate your successes. And I'm going to use my own personal experiences and my own businesses as leverage to prove this to you, as well as Craig Proctor's seminar and coaching business. So, look, I got no broker's license. I got no active real estate license, and I'm going to pump out 1,000 transactions over the next year, maybe more. And I'm sitting here talking to you on a webinar right now while all that's going on. So how can you duplicate your successful sales team without you? It's going to be answered. Okay? So that's the TW for Day for the Titanium members. All right? So let's look at the Titanium Mastermind session at each Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Conference, valued at $2,000 a year. On the day before the spring and the fall Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Conferences, Titanium members are going to spend the day learning from each other and other special guests. Okay? Each session is going to be tailored to answer all the issues that you're facing before each conference. You're going to have a private survey from me, and the survey is going to allow us to put the agenda together, Craig and I. We're going to be there. We're going to be working with you intimately. I want you to picture this. It's a room. It's me. It's Craig. It's 10 guys and gals. Got to make sure I get that in there, Carol. And Barb. I think Barb is, maybe part of this group as well. So, the perfect business building day. Now, every month, I'm going to package up some materials that just for Titanium members that we've learned, and we're going to send it to you along with the other materials that you're getting as a Platinum Program member. Okay? Now, this special DVD will be a video that I've worked up with another Titanium member. Okay? And then Craig is going to write for you a hot list, what I call a hot sheet, of business building tips that he's discovered as lessons learned from his seminar and coaching business. Because remember now, he's reaching a lot more people than you are. He's bringing in a lot more agents than you are, you and I are. So we can learn a thing or two from him about this in terms of recruiting and language. All right? Now, the other thing that Titanium members are going to get is a special template involving an infomercial. Not a commercial, but an infomercial. I think this is going to be a jackpot. As you know, the bomb gave life to Platinum Program back in 2003. It included a promotional DVD, radio interview CD, map of area home sales, testimonial book, home seller kit, etc. So we could put all that together in the ultimate converter for the online version. And those of you who use these materials, you've seen a dramatic shift in the commissions that you get, the number of listings that you take. So we're going to follow a template that Dan Kennedy's put together for an infomercial aimed at getting listings. Okay, now imagine what your own infomercial broadcast on your own website, on the web, cable, television, put on the DVD, send to client. Imagine what this does for you, the celebrity status. Remember, people at some point will do business with you more for who you are than what you do. Now, if you don't think this is really good, the affiliate websites for each of your agents, talk to Francois McKay, because he had this idea. He went to Success Website and said, hey, can I get a website for all my agents? So he tested it with one or two sites. So I was able to work a sweet deal with Steve Raitt at Success Website, and we cherry-picked the best landing pages, referral, and other special pages, and put together an affiliate site that your agent will have. What a great recruiting tool and a retention tool for the agents on your team. Right? Don't you find that they're always coming to you, want more leads? Well, guess what? I don't think that's going to be a problem anymore. This is going to work in conjunction with the agent's personal sphere promotion referral marketing system. Now, co-authoring this book here with Craig and I, remember, this is all about setting you up to be the man or the lady in your marketplace for everyone to turn to. You will be positioned as an author, an expert, a for real. We call them market area presidents right here in Metro Atlanta, but I mean someone that people are going to turn to without hesitation or worry. Now, we've got you covered here on this, so don't worry about it, Titanium guys. Now, the special Titanium RE resource library on the coaching site. Titanium members are going to have their own special file and marketing library. You're going to find materials and system discussed on private coaching consults and mastermind meetings and conferences, as well as these TW for a Day Ultimate Masterminds. So all total, if we were to add all this stuff up, the value exceeds $80,635 as a platinum member in taking advantage of this Titanium RE Ultimate Mastermind. So hopefully I did a good job at the conference. I'm doing a good job here. I'm just shaping it and laying it all out for you. I understand that it's not for everyone. That's not the point here. But I want you to see the possibilities. I want you to see the possibilities of what's happening. Okay? Where do you want to go with your real estate business? So many of you right now that weren't at the conference or didn't see it or didn't pay attention are saying, oh my God, that sounds really expensive. I saw some of you looking at each other out of the corner of your eye, glancing over saying, wow, this looks really good. But holy crap, I know Todd and I know Craig and they're going to charge an arm and a leg for it. And the answer is, no, we don't want your arms or your legs. But there's extreme value here. Okay? Now, entry is by application only. There's probably room for a couple more as you're watching this. I'm not trying to sell you on it at all, okay? But there is probably room. And Craig's going to throw in a couple of bonuses, to people that move on this right now. First one is I'm going to send you the book that he co-authored with Dan Kennedy. So all Titanium members are going to get a copy of this book. It's a great book, No BS Direct Marketing, okay, for non-direct marketing businesses. So direct response marketing is responsible for millions and millions of dollars in my real estate business. So I recommend that if you're not going to be part of Titanium, so you want to get out there, platinum members, you want to get out there and get this book and read it. Titanium members are going to have it sent to them. So the Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Program. All of you are getting these things now, and it's really good. This is a great coaching program, the best on the planet. If you can copy, you can succeed. So my challenge is getting people to copy. That's my biggest challenge that I have on a daily basis. It's not reaching them. It's not getting you value. It's not teaching you stuff. It's getting you to copy stuff. But on top of that, Titanium members are getting all that. TW for a Day, we went through that. The Titanium RE Mastermind session at each Platinum Millionaire Agent Conference ahead of time. The bonus building package that I'm going to personally mail to you. The infomercial that's going to be dynamite out of this world, like the bomb on steroids. Okay? The affiliate success websites for each one of your agents. Getting together with Craig and I over the next few months, we're going to write this book. All right. So the list goes on and on. Some really goodies. And look, again, I'm going to share with you the cost. There's the investment is there's 3 pay options, right? It's about $10,000 more than the Platinum program. About 10 grand more than the Platinum program, okay? So let's make sure that everybody's on board. 10 grand more, that's it. How many more transactions is that? About 2 more transactions. Wow, that's it. So the value's there. We understand that. This is about netting $1 million, right? So, now look, again, it's not for everyone. I'm not trying to hard sell you guys, but I wanted to share with you some real golden nuggets, epiphanies from the conference, and make everybody aware of what's going on here. The Platinum program is going to continue to improve your real estate business, and we are excited about what we're doing there. And I laid out a really good case for that. For a few of you, you may be interested in this titanium program. So if you are, what do you do now? Okay? Well, you can't complete the program agreement because that was at the conference. So I'm going to put up on the screen what you need to do. Okay, so let me throw that up here. I'm going to insert a new slide. I'm just going to type it out for you. platinum@toddwalters.com. So email that and then say this. Hey, TW, I think I may be interested in talking to you about titanium. All right, there's a typo. It's because you were watching. See, if you weren't watching, I wouldn't have made a typo. All right, so you put that in an email to me. Call me at, and you just fill in the blank with your phone number. Thanks. So if you can email that, we'll be good. There's a call coming up that you're probably going to miss, but that's okay. We've got a special call coming up here with the titanium members over the next couple of days because we're launching the program. We plan to launch with 10. All right? So some Q&A, no more than 25 people, ever. Your Platinum program payments are stopped. The titanium program stopped. If you paid in advance for Platinum, you'll get a credit, okay? And the TW for Day Ultimate, we're probably going to have 5 sessions over the course of the year, so there won't be an issue about you being able to make it or not make it. Don't worry about that. We'll cover all that when we get together on the phone, all right? And so if you're a Platinum member in good standing and you think this might be right for you, I wanted to take the opportunity on this webinar today to make you the offer. So a good golden nugget here is, are you making offers in your marketing? What are your offers? Are they the right offers? Message to media to market match. Some of you are running pay-per-click ads trying to generate buyers when you probably should be running pay-per-click ads to generate move-up buyers. What kind of houses is it that move-up buyers want? Move-up buyers come with listings. You want the listings. The easiest way to get listings is to get them as a buyer first. All right? So your keywords, your AdWords, that will either attract or repel buyers with houses. So I got a really good webinar coming up on that here in a couple weeks, so you'll get notice on it. All right, so with that, if you have any follow-up questions, just email them over to me. We're not doing a live Q&A on this webinar today. But if you have any questions, email me or call. You guys have the contact information. Love to chit-chat with you. But with that, it's going to wrap up our program today. We got a busy, busy week after the conference here. So let's get back to selling homes. And I want to thank every one of you for coming to the conference. It was fantastic. All of the speakers, Mark and Susan for that fantastic dinner breakout session. Oh, my God, that was awesome at the Jazz Kitchen at downtown Disney. Man, don't miss those. If you're missing that stuff, you're missing a lot. So proud to be a part of it, proud of you guys. And I'm looking forward to our best year ever selling real estate. Let's go sell some houses. We'll talk to you guys soon now. Take care. Bye-bye.